Now is the time to come before the Father's presence, surrendering our lives, giving Him our humble reverence, the Spirit and truth. We come before you now.
Hi, I'm Carlisha Swan, and I am testifying on They Overcame By. My testimony starts back when I was a child, a little girl growing up in Houston. I had two parents, one brother, and probably around the age of 8 or 9, I realized I looked a little different from all the other kids. Um, as I grew up, I realized, I was the only one who had freckles amongst my peer group. And I used to be called names, freckle faced and chocolate chip, Pippi Longstocking, just all kinds of different names that at the time didn't sit well with me. That made me feel different. It made me feel like I wasn't a part of the group. Um, the thing that kind of helped was that my mom was very beautiful and she looked like me. She had freckles too. I wasn't born with freckles, and so when they appeared, that was a little odd for me. And so I grew up thinking that I was different, of course. The thing that helped me, like I said before, was that my mom was very pretty and that she looked like me as well. But of course, in a world where people are not too kind to you or friendly or whatnot, that made me feel insecure about myself. So I'd say maybe in high school, um, I wasn't the small girl. I was always bigger than all of my friends. And that developed another insecurity. And I developed low self esteem as a result of that. And growing up, I didn't feel good about myself. It's not something that I always share. It's not something that, you just readily walk around. Yeah, I don't feel good about myself. But I didn't. Honestly speaking, I was often sad. I often say to myself, I a lot of times didn't like to go places because I just didn't feel good about me. I didn't like the way I looked. I was fat. I just didn't. Then friends, or wouldn't call them friends at this point, but back then I thought they were my friends, used to talk about me, call me thunder thighs, of course. Then that developed an insecurity about my thighs and just was not happy about my body or anything. So I began to eat and eat and eat and eat. And then, of course, you gain more weight, and insecurities and low self esteem continue from that point. Um, College, same thing. I look back on it and I wasn't as big as I thought I was, but back then you're just not comfortable in your body. You always think that your body can be different and it could be better based on somebody else. I compared myself to a lot of people, and the saga just continued. In my adult life, I decided, well, before that, I was unhappy. I was just unhappy. And I knew there had to be something better for me. I felt that deep down, but I just couldn't muster up the energy or the thought process to go after my dreams, to go after my goals because of the low self esteem that I had within me. Um, I knew other girls had to have been going through something like that. And so, about 7 years ago, I started an organization that would help young girls age 8 through 12, and then we've increased the age since then to deal with body image and low self esteem and things like that. Um, all while still having low self esteem. Okay. I knew I had to teach young girls how to overcome their low self esteem, but I was still dealing with low self esteem at that time too. It was very strange. A lot of things that I was teaching my girls, I was needing to teach myself. Um, it was kind of very weird working in that space, having low self esteem and telling this young girl to love your body, to love yourself. You are worthy when you're not feeling that way at all. And I went through that several years. And I realized that something had to change. Okay. And I didn't feel authentic because I'm telling these girls one thing and going home feeling totally opposite of what I'm telling them. And so I remember after a summer camp, after pouring into these girls and how they looking up to me, oh, Miss Carlisha, thank you so much for this and thank you so much for that. And I remember going home thinking, this is crazy how I am helping, but I'm not helping myself. So I asked God, listen, I know you have me pouring out to young girls. I know that's what you want me to do because I know what it feels like, but I need to feel authentic. I need you to give me back my high self-esteem. I need you to just pour into me what I'm trying to pour into them. And at that time, I was dealing with weight issues. Um, I've lost weight before, gained it all back because I never asked God to help me with it. I never surrendered that to Him. And probably about 2 years ago, I started on another journey. And it was after God let me know that I am worthy, and I'm worthy simply because He made me. And He made me with freckles. He made me with these thunder thighs and these hips. And He made me the way I am. Now, um, I kind of I ate too much to where the things that He gave me were out of control. I do realize that. So there is a balance between loving yourself and also sabotaging your body at the same time. So I needed to find that balance. And I'm just so grateful that I have. And in the last 2 years, you need people to pour into you and to assist you with things. So I got a trainer. I started eating right, and God has helped me with, along with my core group of family members, my mom, my dad, my brother, and a few friends who just allow me to be me. And I still had to recognize my part in it. God can share with you and pour into you, and He loves you just how you are, but at the same time you cannot damage your body. And a part of that was my self-esteem, not feeling worthy. I didn't feel worthy, so why look, or why should I um, feel worthy is what I was going through. And so since then, I've been able to lose a lot of weight. I'm happy about that. I feel great about my life. And I just want to let other women, young girls, going into womanhood, that you may have bouts of low self-esteem, but really and truly you have to depend on God to give you the idea that because you are alive, period, point blank, that is the reason why you are worthy. You're worthy to walk in your purpose. You're worthy to follow your dreams. You're worthy to do all the things that God has put into you. And when He puts something in you, He will carry it out. And I really am at a place where I've started another career path along with all of the other things that I'm doing that is solely on what you look like. I mean, go figure. What you look like. You have to, I'm getting into acting, and doors have been opening up for that. And they look at your face point blank, and all they see is these freckles and this big hair, and they choose based on that at first. And so I had to get to a place where I'm comfortable with my face, my body, and presenting and being a sacrifice within all of that. And it's so encouraging. It's, for right now, it's not totally a full circle because the circle is still open. God is still working on me, but I can say that I am walking in my purpose every day, following my dreams and my passion. I'll go back a year ago. I didn't do one of my camps because I wasn't feeling authentic about the things I was sharing with my young ladies. And since then, I've again gone to God and asked Him, what is it that you want me to do? And allow doors to open. And He has just been faithful to me. And in the midst of things and turmoil going around, He has just been so faithful. And I am so grateful for the opportunities He's given me. Doors have closed and doors have opened, and I am just elated and ecstatic for where He's bringing me. So I just want to encourage any young lady who's watching, just to know that it doesn't matter what you look like. You are beautiful regardless of what the world may say. Beauty is, you are beautiful. God made you just the way He wants you. You do have to take care of your body though. You do have to watch what you eat and drink and exercise and all of those things. You do have to do your part, but you're worthy of everything God has for you.